Hey guys, Llama Grant here, and welcome back to another model kit review. Today, we're going to be taking a look at Perfect Cell Plastic Model Kit by Bandai Figure-Rise Standard 5. We got some scenes from the anime, and we got spoiler. As always, before we get to the main figure itself, we're going to be taking a look at a few of the things that Cell came with. So, of course, first thing he came with is the instructions, as always with these model kits. So, there's that. And he also came with this little piece here, which is a display stand adapter to a stand that doesn't come with the fucking figure. But there is a stand that does come with the figure, being this little clear stand, which is meant for just posing the key blasts on it. And you just decide what height you want it to be by taking this off and putting it back in. But that kind of sucks. So we're going to be taking a look at the figure and its main accessories now. And before I get too far into anything, I do want to apologize about the review, because I have had this figure since before the start of the month. I just haven't done a video on it because I'm fucking lazy. But anyway, for the accessories, we have these boyos. So, the figure comes with 2 open palmed hands, 1 for each hand, obviously. These are supposed to be paired with the included key blast effects, such as this one, which came with Goku. And it was kind of crappy in that it's a little more stable than it was than the one that came with Goku, but it does still come apart, and it is still kind of sucky. Speaking of things that came with Goku, here's the Kamehameha Blast. I think it might be a darker blue, but it might not be. This just comes in 2 halves, and you slap them together. But obviously this is supposed to be posed with that blast. And last but not least, we have a head with a smirk on it. This is the head that is kind of the default head, or face rather. Right now I have the alternate face on him, because I think it looks better for posing. And that is this face right here, which is just a really nice sculpt, which is just him being like, ha 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 ha, Goku, I'm going to say the N-word. Oh god, from that angle it looks like he doesn't have any pupils. Oh shit. To swap out said face, what you're gonna want to do is just come in here and pull his face downward, and it'll just slide out. It's kind of on a like rail system almost, and it just plugs up in there. And of course, never sleep again. For that other face, you just slide it up in, it'll peg in, and there you have the smirking face on him. For the hands, it's the same as it always is. Just go to the hand, pop out the ball joint, get the hand you want, and pop that ball joint in, and boom. For a height comparison, here are my previous 2 Dragon Ball Z Figure-Rise Standard reviews. We have Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan, Super Saiyan, Saiyan, Super, Super Saiyan, Saiyan, Super, Super God, Saiyan, Super Saiyan Blue Goku, as well as Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta, and you can see how tall they are compared to Cell there, which I think is accurate. The scale in this line is pretty accurate, and I'm pretty happy with how everyone compares height-wise together. I think it looks really good. And now, we can get into the figure and its posability. So, for posability, Cell here has a ball joint in the head, as well as a hinge in the head, and a hinge in the neck. He also has rotation on a ball joint in the shoulder. He also has this butterfly joint that hinges out, and this shoulder pauldron pad, I guess you could call it, does move up out of the way a little bit. It's on a little bit of a hinge there, so you can get his arm to be further out. Rotation at the bicep, double bend at the elbow, and it's really nice because when you bend the elbow, it reveals the purple on the opposite side, and it just looks really nice. Of course, ball joint in the fist and the torso. Nothing in the upper torso, but you do have a ball joint mid-torso and at the waist. We have ball joint at the hip, as well as the hinging up and down joint that is included in all of these figures. You also get a kick out, which doesn't kick out that far due to how his leg is molded, but you can tuck it into that little thing a little bit more to get a little bit of a straighter kick, but I don't really count that. You have rotation in upper thigh, double bend at the knee with that same purple revealing joint right there. No rotation in the shin. Knee, not shin. The shin does have rotation, as well as a hinge and a pivot. So, main posability with this guy is not a problem. However, what you saw 1 second ago, the wing falling off, is a little bit of a problem. The way these wings are put together is they're just barely tabbed in, and you could easily just pull them off at any time. They, of course, are articulated as well. They're on little ball joints. They can go in and out, but they don't go out very far, and they do not hold their posing, unfortunately. But due to that ball joint, they can move out of the way, which gives you a look at the little tail, which does have articulation. It just wiggles up and down. That's all it does. The inside of the wings, nothing going on there. And if you do fiddle with the wings, you'll notice that over time, if you're messing with them, they'll, pop off like that. And when that happens, it just sort of becomes a problem, because then all this other stuff starts falling apart and the whole shoulder piece comes off. God is truly dead! I'm not a fan of gluing my kits, and I never do it. But in this one instance, because of how fragile these wings and this entire shoulder piece up here is, I might have to hit it with a little bit of glue to keep it from falling apart, which is a little sad, being that otherwise I have absolutely no problems with this figure and I adore it. Visually wise, it is extremely accurate to the anime. The proportions are great. You can see he's got his little dome head here and his bug muscles and PP armor. I don't fucking know. These, which remind me of like ankle guards for like horse riders, and then little feeties here. But yeah, the little tail coming out the back, he is extremely accurate to the anime, as these figures have been so far, and I'm very happy with him. As I stated earlier, Cell himself does not have a stand to plug into, but this stand is meant to be plugged in to the key blast effects that he does come with. So you could plug that in like that, raise the height up, and then have him look like he's shooting a Kamehameha, and that's pretty cool. Speaking of posing, pose. Anyway, guys, that's about it for this video. I hope you liked it. If you did, make sure to hit that like button down below to show me that you did. And as always, if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so you don't miss out on any new content from the channel. And I'll see you guys later.